Welcome to the Republican Talk Show, everybody. I'm your host, Kenneth Glenn, and today we are going through the Trump inauguration, giving you my thoughts on the Trump inauguration and the things that he did, whether or not I like the things that he did. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So, first thing I want to say about the inauguration, I have a paper here with the things I want to talk about because my laptop is about to die and I don't know where the charger is. So I'm going old fashioned. I got the paper out. The January 6th pardons is one of my favorite things that Trump did. And this inauguration day, by the way, makes a video in the future that I'm making. A video in the future. And because of the inauguration and just how much Trump did in the first day, that whole video is got to get remade. Because I made a Trump wish list video that I had planned, but then I got sick, so I couldn't make it, and I got really busy. And now I had to make a new whole video, because a lot of things I had in the video of things I wanted Trump to do are now all the things that I wanted in the video. A lot of them have already been done on the first day, so I gotta update that video. But anyways, January 6th pardons, a great thing here. There's really nothing on the January 6ers, and it's just a ridiculous kangaroo court thing. Most of the people who were part of the January 6th things anyways were either non-violent, they're arrested for no reason. They're mostly just martyrs, really. And yeah, it's just like such a stupid thing. And then Harry Sisson posts on Twitter, he says, "Wow, Trump just signed an executive order pardoning 1,500 January 6th insurrectionists. One of Trump's first moves as president is to release criminals. America, we're in for a rough 4 years." It's ironic that Harry Sisson brings up that Trump pardoned criminals and brought them out when Joe Biden literally let a dangerous arms dealer out for a basketball player. Yeah, it's an actual thing Joe Biden did. There's bail reform under Joe Biden's administration, things like that. So you can't really talk when that's your guy. Your guy has the same problems and does the same thing. Except for Trump, the criminals that Trump has given pardons to weren't actually criminals. Trump also had drug cartels join ISIS, Hamas, and Al-Qaeda as terrorist groups. And he's actually going to use the military against them. He threatened to bomb. I heard that he threatened to bomb fentanyl facilities, which I don't know about that. I don't think that's a smart idea. Me personally, with how dangerous fentanyl is, you probably shouldn't bomb fentanyl facilities. But he said that he was going to do it, so who knows. That's probably not too good of an idea, but I do like the effort, the whole idea of making drug cartels part of terrorist groups. Okay, he plans to declassify some files. So two that he mentioned were JFK and MLK Jr. And I assume that he's also planning on declassifying the 9/11 files, which I would really like to see. As you all know, I made a huge video about the 9/11 conspiracy theory. I made a whole video about the connections, and I talked about how the FBI assisted in the first Twin Tower attack in 1993 or 1992. I talk about all of it. I have a whole video about it on the channel. Just look it up. Just look up 9/11 timeline you don't know about, and it should pop up. So, another thing I thought was really cool. So, do you remember the debate? What was his name? J.D. Vance talked about the CBP1 app, and he was like, his mic got shut off and stuff. He was fact checking excuse me. He was fact checking the fact checkers, and basically the CBP1 app made it so illegal immigrants could get temporary status as civilians in the United States while they waited a court case. And, you know, it's an app. You can't really control it if it's an app you can download on your phone, then you can't really trust it because it's easy to lie. It's like signing in on Instagram or something. It's like you can't really tell the truth. You can't really tell whether or not someone's telling the truth. So Trump signed an executive order to shut that down, which is a good thing. Rabbi Berman, so he's a rabbi, and he spoke with the Catholic priest and the Protestant guy, and he talked about Israel. He didn't even wear an American flag pin, which is kind of disgusting in my opinion. If you're going to be at the presidential inauguration, you should at least be wearing a American flag pin. Doesn't mention America at all. Doesn't mention anything about the U.S. or anything. Doesn't mention any of the things that are going on. All he does is he mentions the Israeli hostages, which, by the way, Israel could have prevented. Okay, Israel literally took 8 hours to respond to the October 7th attacks. Okay, if Israel actually cared about the hostages, they would have done something about it already. It would have already been handled. But they didn't because they don't. They don't really care. They just want the money that they get from the wars. Wars generate money. It's easy money. And that's all they're doing. It was really disgusting having him there. And like I said, he doesn't even bring up America at all. He doesn't bring up anything. He only talks about Israel. He talks about Israel for like a solid 3 minutes, and I just thought that was kind of sucky. That sucks. DEI is banned. So Trump is signing, or he signed a bunch of deals to get DEI things illegal. He doesn't want people being hired just because they're a black female or whatever. He wants people hired because they're a legit candidate. Okay, it's ridiculous. The DEI stuff is ridiculous. And I made a joke saying DEI is now dead, or DEI will die, or whatever. I thought it was kind of funny. Trump signed an executive order saying that there are 2 genders now. Or he put it into law that we only recognize 2 genders, which we were already doing that anyway. Most of the intelligent people, actually all of the intelligent people, were recognizing only 2 genders. The only people that weren't recognizing 2 genders are people who were just mentally not all there. They're just stupid, and we just ignore those people anyway because it doesn't really matter. The whole 2 genders thing is so stupid. That's like signing into law that 4 plus 4 is now 8. Like, yeah, we've known that for years. Why are we starting that? The idea that has to be a law is just ridiculous. World Health Organization is defunded. I'm fine with this. That's a pretty good thing. They are very ineffective. The World Health Organization and the Department of Education are both things that just don't help. People think they do. And it's just not. It just doesn't really help. Mount McKinley, it's a different mountain. It's called something else, but the mountain in Alaska is supposed to be called Mount McKinley, and Trump is making it so it's called that again. He also wants to call the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. He talked about this before going into office, which is pretty nice. I like that. Okay, it's the Gulf of America now. I like that. I think that's a pretty cool change. And it'll really solidify Trump in the history books. But like I said, I just hope that Trump can keep on doing these things. A lot of these things are great. Don't get me wrong. But I hope that he can do things that are a little more important later. Okay, we have more problems when it comes to like the wages, economy, things like that. We have wars going on everywhere. But he's already cutting deals and trying to figure things out to end these wars. So the idea that we're signing bills about like 2 genders, I think that's just a little ridiculous. But anyways, give me your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about this video? Give me your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.